Hey, I want to welcome you guys once again. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Missed you guys. But you know what? Before we even get started, kids, what I want you guys to do, I want you just to stop real quick and make sure you hit that like button. All right? I'm going to challenge you to actually share this video when we're done. And also email me right here if you guys have any prayer needs, parents. Let me know what's going on with your students. Miss seeing you guys, and I know that a pastor has been meeting with us, and we plan on opening up pretty soon. So miss you guys, love you guys. Before we get started, I've noticed how we're slowly starting to walk into like the holiday season. And as we're entering the holiday season, case in point, like Thanksgiving, I always think about like our family traditions and things we used to do when I was amongst the family. And I remember on Thanksgiving, the first thing that would always happen in my family is I would wake up to the smell of chitlins. Now, I don't know about you, but the smell of chitlins, it kind of smells like somebody went number 2 in the bathroom. Kids, you know what I'm talking about? It's just a foul, terrible smell. Imagine waking up smelling that. It's terrible. And you kind of want to get some tissues and roll it up and stick it in your nose because you don't want to smell that. It's just a terrible way to wake up. That's how I'd always wake up every single Thanksgiving. And I remember that there would always be one thing that my mom would do. She would force all of us, all of our family, when they come to our house, before we eat, everybody would stand around the table. And she would have everybody one by one pray. Now, it's easy to pray when you're like the first one praying. You know what? It's easy to pray when you're like the second or the third one praying. But after a while, it kind of gets hard to know what you even want to pray for when your cousins already said, well, Jesus wept. You know that one. That's a good one, right? When all the good prayers get taken up and it gets to you, it's like, I'm not afraid to pray, but I just don't know quite what to pray for. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever been asked by perhaps one of your Sunday school teachers to pray, or your parents to pray, and it's not that you were afraid to pray, but it was just you simply didn't know what to pray for? Man, I hate that when it happens to me. But what I want to do, guys, I want to just take a quick moment, and I want us to check this video out, and we're going to see King David, and he's excited, and he's spending time with God, and we're going to see how King David prays. See you in a second.
Stories of the Bible. David's prayers. This is David.
Hey-o.
David was the second king of Israel.
Yeah.
He was a great warrior.
Oh!
He loved God with all of his heart, and he prayed to God often. David loved God so much that he wanted to give him a special house to live in.
Yeah, that's it.
But God told David that it wasn't his plan for David to build this house. Even so, David thanked God for all he had done for him. He praised God for the great God that he is. David wrote many psalms, which are prayers and songs to God that are in the Bible. In many of his psalms, David began by thanking and praising God. He thanked God for answering his prayers and giving him victory over his enemies. He thanked God for guiding him and showing him the right path to take. David thanked God for always being with him. Even when David was an old man, he thanked God in front of all the people of Israel for all that he had done. He said to the people, "Give praise to the Lord your God." David talked to God his whole life, and this is one reason why God said, "I have found a man after my own heart. He will do everything I want him to."
So did you guys pay attention to the video? Did you notice how King David, when he prayed, how he didn't pray a prayer of God give me things, but he actually prayed a prayer of thankfulness. And matter of fact, he started off And he said, God, I want to thank you, God, for helping me win my battles. What else did he pray for, huh? Oh, yeah. He also prayed, he said, God, I want to thank you for always being with me and listening to my prayers and blessing me and keeping me safe, right? When was the last time when you prayed a prayer of thankfulness? When you didn't pray and ask God to give you something? Because quite frankly, if we stop and think about it, God has already blessed us with a lot of stuff, right? If you walk into your room, you see all the things God has blessed you with, all your video game systems. And if I looked into your closet, all your shoes and your toys and basketballs and basketball courts and footballs and your parents pay for you to be in cheerlead. We have all this stuff. But when was the last time when you said, God, thank you for all the things that you blessed me with? I want us to learn a lesson from King David, because I think this is something, guys, that we got to incorporate in our prayer life, and that's my challenge for you for today. I want you guys to when this video is over, make a list of all the things that God has blessed you with. All right, He's blessed you with your parents. He's blessed you with a house or an apartment. He's blessed you to be in school and with good and great teachers. He's blessed you with your family. Make a list of all the things that God has blessed you with. And I want you to take that list, and every single day this week, before you go to bed, pick a couple of items on that list that you make, and I want you to thank God while you read these items. So I want you to pray. Say, God, I thank you for blessing me with my mom. She does this for me, she does that for me, and I'm so grateful for her. And go through that list every single day this week. Because guys, what it's going to do is going to teach us how to be grateful and thankful for the things that God has blessed us with. And quite frankly, when you do that, you're learning how to praise Jesus for everything that he's done. And that's how he gets the glory in your life. Amen. Are you going to accept the challenge? All right. I love you guys. See you next week.